Mm. What's up? I see two people. I see two heads. Who's joining me? Who be joining me in the chat? Welcome, whoever you are. My special guest is messaging me. I have not sent the link yet. Zachariah, what's up? Hello. Not familiar with you. Who are the other people that are joining me? Do not be shy. Quiet ASMR. Hello there. How are you? Red. Hello, Jaylee. How are you guys doing this evening, this fine evening? I literally just waited about 2 minutes to come on because the sirens were going crazy. I don't know if something's on fire somewhere, but there were multiple sirens going. And I just said, all day long, nothing. Quiet as a church mouse, nothing. The minute I decide it's time to do the show, here we go. It is so typical. Anyway, I'm glad that you guys are here. If you are coming in, if there's a way for you to hit a thumbs up for me, I don't know if there is. There probably isn't. But just, make yourselves known in the chat. I'm going to try to bring the special guest on right now and then get into some food. Do bear with me, you guys. Hit me up in the chat. Let me know what's going on today. How you guys doing? All that good stuff. While I do this, and okay, okay. Mm-mm. Okay. Dot one Lyles. That one Lyles. North Carolina. All right. How do you say your name? Did I get it right? Or is that Datwan? Okay, you guys. Oh, hey, Lala. I'm sorry. I totally missed you. Oh, I'm sorry about that. Are y'all ready for our special guest? All 13 of you? Okay. Here we go. Here we go. I hope she got her food delivery.
I did. Yay.
Hey.
Hi. I'm trying to situate it so I can see everything. Like you can see everything. I can see everything.
I can. I
Okay.
can. It said, oh, okay. Sorry about that, Daytwan. You guys, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome just a special person. Mrs. Chinita is in the house. I will call her Leah on occasion because do you know my first name, Leah?
Yeah, it's Troy.
Oh, okay. I'm just making sure you knew my first name.
It
But
was a
everybody else,
it was a
go
while
ahead.
back. I mentioned it in another video. I'm a longtime viewer. I've we've known each other for years.
It's just, you know what? And I'm going to get into something later. That is almost just kind of it will be a piggyback on what we're discussing now. But anyway, welcome I'm so glad you could do this.
Me too.
And I'm excited to see what you are having.
This is in honor of you because you always be eating a burger. So I got a cheeseburger.
Okay. And since I thought, since I thought that you were probably gonna be keeping it kind of cute with the meal, this is chicken Alfredo
You know,
with broccoli and mushrooms. Can you hear me?
yeah.
Okay. And I also have a salad.
I was good. You know what? I almost did a pasta dish because
Are
it's
you kidding?
no, because it's easy to eat while you're talking. You know, so I was gonna do that, but then I was like, you know what though? This is like a guy who I think I've eaten him eat more burgers than I have eaten burger times. So I was like, let me get a burger.
You're right. Can you see them in the chat? The responses in the chat.
Yeah, so I actually have I'm on my computer. I actually have the YouTube link here so that I
Oh,
can see that more easily.
okay. Because they're saying hi to you. Um, eat, eat with Red and
Yeah, my girl Red, she is so loyal.
no. I'm gonna get her on here pretty soon. Okay. So I was thinking we would just do a little kind of food thumbnail as best as we can. That way, and have a little smile with it. Okay, that's gonna work out. That way, I know where to do the screenshot. I'm gonna
Mm-hmm.
have some salad first. Okay, let's get into it because we don't have you for long.
Yeah, you're so healthy.
Um, hmm?
You're so healthy with your salad.
This is not healthy. Okay, I should know this, but I probably forgot. How old are you? Oh, that look good.
Right?
Wait,
Hell,
before you answer that, where is it from?
so it's from this place called Mr. Beast Burger. It's a local,
Oh, I heard of that.
really, it's a local spot, I thought, but maybe it's a chain. Who knows, right?
It made the news. The guy, I guess the owner, was being really what do you call it when people do things for charity? What's the word? Charitable. What's the word?
Altruistic, philanthropist,
Philanthropist.
philanthropic. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. Philanthropic was it. He was doing something, but I forget the story.
Mm.
Um,
I'll look that
so
up though.
Hey Chastity, that looks so good. Mm-mm.
Mm. To answer your question, I am crap. Did I turn? I either turned 33. I think I'm 30.
I shouldn't have asked.
I'm either 30. Yeah, I'm 33. Yes, I'm 3. Sorry. I couldn't
Okay,
remember.
wait.
I couldn't
This is
remember 33 or 34.
that's so crazy. I'm just gonna, you know what? I'm just gonna go to my next question because it might have something to do with why you can't remember your fucking age. Okay,
Right.
how are you handling motherhood? Let's just go right into that.
I feel like I'm handling motherhood okay. Yeah, I love being a mom, which I didn't necessarily know that I was gonna love it.
Hmm.
Oh,
That wave was for, yeah, I was just waving at a comment. I'm sorry.
no, I see it too. I'm trying to like go back and forth, but it's hard. Um, but yeah, so I love it. I really do. It doesn't mean that I love every second of it. Like there are hard times and
Hmm.
sometimes you're fucking tired. Like there are days where you just don't feel like you're gonna get through it. But I mean, like, get through it without a nap. But
Mhm.
yeah, it's good. It's good. It's like it. I feel like it brings on more stress in the best of ways, just because now you're responsible for this whole other person
Yes.
and things, especially this year, right? Things that happen in the world. Now you think about, oh God, what world is my child gonna grow up in? Um, but like in a way where it's like, well, then maybe this is the positive part where you can like teach kids better, right? Like
Mhm.
teach a better way. So yeah, short story, it's great. Long story includes it can be kind of complex, but still really,
Gotcha.
yeah.
I want to give you a chance to eat because I know you can talk. So
I can't.
please,
I
yes,
can't.
please just enjoy that and let us know how it is. I need to
Mm,
remember to kind of do this with people instead of just like hitting people with questions. Let them enjoy their meal.
mm. But I love like I miss talking to people. I'm introverted, but this year has taught me I really miss like talking and being with people.
Mm, you know, you work you work from home, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's probably it. Because I
Yeah.
swear I only work 2 or 3 days a week, and I don't miss it. I
Yeah.
mean, you eat up, Mrs. Chinita. Let me say hello to Terry. Terry. Oh, okay. I don't know how to say your name, but what's up? And David, how are you, sir? Glad to see you in the chat. T Love. And what did Red say? Oh my God, don't feel that, girl. I forget my
Thank,
age too. I don't
thank,
never forget my age.
thanks, Red. Thank you. It's hard sometimes.
Maybe is it
You
a
lose.
female thing?
I think it's a mother thing.
Okay, and that's why I went to that next question because I thought there might have been a little bit of something there. What's up,
Mom,
Anthony E?
you know,
Damn, I gotta get my stuff right. Everything has to be on this side. Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
no, you're good. You know, I feel
You better
like
eat that burger and quit playing.
sorry. It's good. It's a good burger. Mm-hmm.
It's big. How can
It's
you handle that?
it's because I have the camera up so close. Like I have my food right in front of the camera.
Okay, okay.
So and it looks good that way, it like fills the frame.
That is true. Because when I saw it, I was just like, "Oh Lord!" And then when you were talking, I
Yeah.
think it was a pickle that was hanging off of the edge, threatening to fall. I was like, "Please don't let that pickle fall. Let her eat that pickle."
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we got 17 people in here. That's pretty cool. Thank you guys for popping through. So Reese, what I'm eating, this is a salad. It's got like French dressing on it and cranberries and almonds and croutons. And then um, I'm gonna try this chicken Alfredo. It came in a bag, frozen. I put it in a skillet, yes, and I put some minced garlic in it and some sun-dried tomatoes and a little extra Alfredo sauce and some Parmesan, extra shaved Parmesan. I'm gonna have it right now. I'm gonna try to put it up to the camera, because I know how y'all be liking it. Okay.
You're so fancy.
I'm so what?
Fancy.
Well, I'll be trying. Mm,
It looks good. That looks
that's
good.
so good. That's good. I don't mess with Alfredo too much because it gets me pasta and stuff is really heavy. It's a thick, heavy sauce. That's why I've got pineapple juice because they said pineapple juice is supposed to be good for cutting mucus. So that's why I'm drinking.
Yeah, I'm sure the vitamin C, right? Isn't that why you drink it or whatever when you like have a cold or congestion?
I ain't never drank pineapple juice for Well, vitamin C, yeah, but I've never drank pineapple juice, not for that. But I think I want to make it a part of a routine. So okay, you ready for another question?
You know I'm ready for another question. That means I get to talk again.
But now just keep in mind, I got about 10 or 11 of them.
Okay, got it. Hmm.
So when and how, because I don't know your history,
Hmm.
um, when and how did you discover ASMR or mukbangs? You know, which one did you discover first, or you know?
Um, so it's kind of a mix of things. So I think technically I discovered it because it was late at night
Hmm.
and hungry, but I didn't want to eat something. So
Okay.
my weird self went online and typed in something. And but this is what happened. I realized that the reason, so what I was really struggling with is not being able to sleep. And I found that it was soothing, like
Hmm.
watching people like whisper or eat or whatnot. And then
Hmm.
it just became like this thing where it was just calming. And not to get like too heavy, I deal with depression. And when I was younger, it was a lot worse. And so that's what caused me to not sleep very much and have anxiety and whatnot. And ASMR helped. It was
Wow. Okay.
it was just one of those things that just was really it just helped with anxiety, it helped with stress or just whatever. And it felt like um I was with somebody, like not
Mm,
really, but like in a
I
sense,
know
I
what you
was like,
mean.
yeah, someone was there. So yeah. And it was a while ago. It was I want to say like 2008 or no,
Oh, okay.
it was a long time. It was a while ago.
So
But
you
yeah.
okay? You know what? Let me get into some of these because I don't want to leave the people in the
Mm,
comments out. Chastity, what's up, Chastity? She says, I forgot my age too. Just yesterday, I questioned if I was 43 or 44. That's
thank
crazy. Maybe
you.
it's because, okay, all right, all right, all right. Um, Alfonso, what's up? What time is it here in Chicago? It's 5:18. We're on the same time frame, right?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, it's 5:18 p.m., Alfonso. What's up, LL? How are you? Reese is commenting on that big burger.
It's a good burger.
Luke Big Grubbin, what's up, my friend? Glad to see you are back uploading. Hello, hello. Um, okay, so 21 people, I love it. If y'all are watching through YouTube or something, can y'all please hit the thumbs up button for me? For us. Thank you. Okay. Um, I hate
Mm,
to pull in this. What?
same question before we move on.
Um, so I discovered it through, I think, oh, I know what it was. One night, I remember looking for, I was this teenage, this is going to be long. I'm going to try not to make this long. I was in my teens, I used to listen to talk shows. I was one of those weird ones that didn't mind people talking, the DJs talking. But I used to listen to stuff like Dr. Ruth, Don't Laugh at Me, Don't Judge
Mm,
Me, and sex shows. That there was a sex show. This woman, Phyllis Levy, she had a sex show here in Chicago. It was tasteful though, and
of course.
morning shows. Used to love the DJs when they would talk about the news and like they would turn the pages of the newspaper, you know, talking about the news of the day and all the studio sounds. I would relax to that and didn't know why it was relaxing me. Years later, it had to be probably 2000, um, maybe 2013 for me. Um, I was trying to see if brought simulcasts of those shows were online on YouTube. I
Sure.
found a few things, but then it led into gum chewing. Someone had, and there was an audio, no
Yep.
visual, of somebody gum chewing. And that shit had me like this, you
Mm,
know.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, what is this? And I kept looking for more because on YouTube, it's some of everything. In
Right.
between watching, huh?
I said something for everybody.
In between like guys farting on each other, I used to watch those too. I used to watch I did, I'm not gonna lie. I because I that was so homoerotic for me. It really was, but also gross at the same time. I used to watch them. That I would watch these, and I would kept seeing ASMR, and I was like, "What is that?" And when I Googled it, I wanted to tell the world that I wasn't a freak. Even people that didn't even know that I thought I was a freak. I could not believe that there was a name for what I was experiencing.
You just reminded me. Let me take that back for a second. The first time, now it clicks. I remember when I was little, my favorite time was story time as a kid because I would just love the sound of somebody reading a book. It would just be
Mm,
soothing. So now it makes sense to me why just that kind of soft, smooth conversation or like audio just kind of puts me to sleep or sets me
mhm.
being calm.
I'm gonna have a little bit of salad.
Yeah. I remember watching these types of videos before I even knew what ASMR was. I would like actively look them up. And then I think what linked it to being ASMR was I found Ronsky Whispers
Oh,
talked about what ASMR was. And I'm like, oh, because then a bunch of more videos popped up. And then Ignited popped up. And I was like, okay, so it can be a little bit more just like informal, set up your video camera and just talk to somebody, like act like you're talking to somebody.
and I think you know this about me. I mean, speaking of United, speaking of Ignited, I think you know this about me. Um, what T Love, you say no one but my kids knows about my mukbang obsession. Oh wow, Luke, you gonna be right back? Okie dokie. Um, there were a few people that I'm sure that I came across, whose channels I came across, like ASMR Bray, Banash. I always
Mm-hmm.
She was one of the from Canada. She was one of the first people whose channels that I discovered. But it was watching Ignited's videos that made me think that it was possible that I could maybe do something. It
Mm-hmm.
just depended on how comfortable I was because I grew up thinking maybe it's just a big person thought. But if you're a big person, you don't want to be seen eating in public.
Yeah, you know what?
It's just, you've heard that before, right?
You know what?
Not personally, but.
It's not just big people, it's also females. It was like female,
Mm, mm,
it's like, oh, females should eat a salad or like eat pretty.
mm.
Females
Yeah,
should eat pretty. I'm like, what the fuck does that mean? I'm
yeah,
hungry. Like, give me
that's
a
a
sandwich.
good point.
Yeah.
That's a good point. But yeah, so I was just like, okay, do I? But what was appealing was being able to do these videos and not show my face. So
Mm-hmm.
when I saw a lot of that going on and whispering, I was like, okay, well, that I feel like that's something I could do. But I watched for a while, and what good that got me, I don't know. I still, even like 6 years later, I still feel like there's so much I don't know about YouTube and everything. There's so much I didn't know as an early content creator, like subscribers and whatnot. But I'm gonna probably get into some of that in a minute. Okay, what's up, Cheryl Snow, Keena Craze? Hey. Okay, Cheryl wants to know what we're eating. So I'm gonna tell you, just keep eating.
Okay.
So Mrs. Chinita ordered from a place called Mr. Beast, and she has a beast of a burger because she was trying to figure out, she was thinking she was doing this with me. I'm all about burgers. Everybody knows it. So see that burger looks so good, and I thinking she was gonna keep it kind of cute. decided to do chicken Alfredo pasta. So that's what I'm eating with a salad. Cheryl, always nice to see you. So sorry you can't stay, but I hope you have a great week. And Robert, hello, how are you from Australia? Good to see you again. Okay, let me get back. Um, so you mentioned Ignited, and I'm sure Ronsky Whispers you began to follow. Are there any other people that you were following initially, like before you started your channel? Which you've had a channel for 4 years, and I found that out just kind of going through your video, whatever the oldest video. I didn't realize it was that long.
I've actually had a chance. So I actually
Uh
deleted
oh.
my channel, which great segue. So I also used to what I still to this day watch Suave Boom,
Of
and
course.
he constantly gives me crap because I deleted my first channel. So that I've actually
Mm.
done this since I think like 2015. So I think it's been more like 5, almost 6 years. And
Oh.
yeah, it was just, when it's different being like a viewer than it is being a content creator.
Yeah.
And like you see comments, but it's just like I'm a people pleaser. And so it was just like people can get real out of pocket on in the comments sometimes. And it just at that time I was going through just some anxiety of it and I just wasn't used to it. And so I just deleted it for like mental health purposes. And I was
Mm.
like, you know what? This was supposed to be fun. You can come back maybe when it's fun again, but right now this is not fun for you. So I ended up deleting my channel. Um, but yes, other channels, Suave Boom,
Hmm.
Dolce Foodie, before they even knew each other, I used to watch Dolce Foodie, and now they're married.
And that's so funny.
It's so crazy. That's such a cute.
I, honest to God, I wasn't even following any of that. Like I knew of Boom, and I think I just knew of her separately, but I don't think I was following her as heavily as I was following him
Mm-hmm.
because he used to seem like, oh my God, wait a minute, hello Tristan, what's up? He's saying hi to you, Tristan Bell. What's going on? Um, he used to just I used to be like, this guy is something else. I said, I don't think
He's a
I
character.
figured, huh?
He's a character. He's a
He's a
whole
character,
character.
but I thought at first I thought he was something else. It was a little worse than a character. I won't say what I thought he was, but I was just like,
What
okay,
what do you think he was?
no, just like an asshole. Like really?
Yeah.
But the more I watched, I kind of started to get it.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't have a tolerance for trolls.
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't know if it's because I'm older. I don't know what it is. I don't have a tolerance for that. Watching him and how he handled the troll, I was like, why are you welcoming it? Then I got what he was doing, and
Yeah.
it was like, okay, all right, but you have to keep with a person.
Mm-hmm.
But I told him, like recently, I said, you know what? I did not think you would be the person that you are now. Sprite,
Yeah. I was doing sponsor
that's
me.
not my favorite drink.
Maybe I'll get a sponsor deal or sponsorship.
Oh yeah, yeah. But I said I cannot believe. I said I just never thought. First, I never thought those two together. It was like I think I took a break for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Um, the longest break I took was several months, and then when I came back, like those two were a couple. I'm
Yeah.
like, what's happening in the world? Like, what's going on? I turned my back for 1 minute, and they're a couple. So it's so crazy, but it's also ultra, ultra cool. Hey, what's up, Ada? Hey, Will. What's going on, y'all? Thank you for popping through.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right there, he's at. So if I'm gonna actually attribute to anyone, me being on here to anybody, I would actually have to say Suave Boom is probably the one who led to me actually actively starting a channel
Mm.
because um I used to watch his videos and I would comment, and his comment sections were a riot. Then we started messaging on Facebook, and the thing that I liked about him is he wasn't weird and creepy, because a lot of times out here on the internet, you just don't know, and then all of a sudden people are acting a little bit like sideways, or like, just a little like, that's not what I was doing this for, right? Like, this is not a
Yeah.
slide DMs type of thing. And he was just super respectful. And at the time, I had a boyfriend who's my now husband, and it was just like he was just so like more friend vibes, and that was great. And so then we started talking, and he was like, "You should start a channel," because he said that I was witty, um,
Mhm.
and that he thought that people would like that. And I was like, "Okay, well, let's just see." So then I did. I started a channel, and we actually started. We developed like a distant friendship, or like acquaintance type thing. And so the only reason I knew that he and Dolce were talking together, or talking, was because I would talk to him. But it's not something I would have just been like, oh, you two should date. That's not, I mean,
Right.
as
Right.
an outsider, I would be like, what? Wait, what? how did that, how did that happen? Yeah.
Okay, you know what? Since they in happily married bliss, let's not talk about them anymore. Cause I'm single, and this shit is killing me. But anyway, let's go on to the next question. I love y'all too. Y'all know that. Okay.
Hi,
Do you?
Ada. Sorry.
Oh hell. Oh yes, and hello Anna. I'm sorry. Um, do you feel like you have a handle on what your viewers like from you, want to see from your channel? Like, do they want more whispering? Do they want talking? Do they want certain kinds of food? Do they want gum chewing? Or is it difficult to? Do you struggle
I,
juggling, trying to please both factions? Or
I do struggle because I think um I don't know if you've noticed, but my channel has not grown much since I started, which is fine with me. That was never my goal, right? So I'm fine with that. Um but I've always struggled with it because, to be honest, I'm not consistent, and I
okay,
think really understand what people want, and what, like, consistency is clear is ultimately what people want. Like, the more you upload and the more consistent it is, like, what I mean by consistent, I mean scheduled, um, honestly, the more people watch you. And I've noticed that people, I think that's why people don't tend to like watch my channel as much. It's because I'm just not gonna like. I'll put out like 10 videos in 3 weeks, and then it'll just be dead for like 2 months.
yeah,
So it's kind of up and down. Um, but ultimately, when it comes to what I put out, when I do put something out, I think the people who are here know who I am, and so I feel like, because of based on the feedback from them, that they're here for whatever I put out. Like my real viewers who see every video.
let's talk about that for a minute. I have I have speculated for my own channel. Sometimes, just for because that's what it says on screen. I currently have 6,100 subscribers. Okay.
Mhm.
I actually, and I've said this many times, I actually feel like anywhere between 500 to 1,000 people might be actively keeping my channel afloat. And I'm going to go back to I think I kind of said this earlier when we first began. Um, no, I didn't, but I wanted to. Starting out, whatever subscribers I got, like I didn't know anything. Like a lot of people probably didn't know like how that whole thing worked. So I've probably got a lot of old ass gamers that I didn't know what the hell that was. I'm figuring every subscriber that I get is going to be a person that's into mukbangs or into ASMR. And I'm like, but why would somebody who wasn't into that subscribe to me at all? But they probably have inactive accounts. They probably have moved on or died off maybe. I don't know. But I said all of these people are not supporting me. And they're strange. I went through my subscriber list a few times. I've never heard of these people, and they've all got like animated, creatures like on their profile. Like, really?
Like
Anyway,
avatars.
exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I I do struggle sometimes, but I've tried to make the second channel, which I thank you in your latest video for bringing up the Rainbow Room because I never bring it up unless I'm doing a video. But that's the channel, I guess, where I decided that I was going to make it more for the people who like gum chewing
Right.
and everything. But I wouldn't call myself a people pleaser, but I would like to cover all the bases
Mm,
just so that I don't miss, anybody.
yeah.
Um, that's kind of how I've been running this channel. I'll whisper at times. I try not to do too much gum chewing,
Mm,
but generally, like I said, I'm not really a people pleaser. Or I don't really care. Like if I feel like doing it, I'll do it.
yeah.
That's kind of just how I feel. David loves the Rainbow Room. Well, I'm glad somebody does. Thank you, David.
Yay, Dave.
Let me move on. Let me move on. Um, okay, this is off. This might be interesting. You may have an opinion about this.
I probably do. I got opinions about everything.
Do you think straight guys are more into female whispering in ASMR videos, or into female ASMR artists who whisper? Because here's the thing. It seems to me like female viewers, they don't really care if you're female, if they're female and you're female, like they like it anyway. It's just relaxing or whatever. I think males might operate a little bit differently. What's your take?
So here is my take just based on some opinions that might be a little bit unearned, and then also just experience from my own life.
Hmm.
I feel like straight men are more vocal about being into female ASMR artists because there's a certain like stigma if they said that they liked to hear men whisper, like they would feel like they were somehow outing themselves in some way.
Yeah.
But that, I don't think that means that they don't. I just think it means that they don't like to talk about it. um I also think that, you know, I think there's something about a mother's voice that just stays with you. And when something reminds you of a mother's voice, it's just very calming, right? And I think, like, in a sense, if um, a guy had like a good relationship with their mom, I can see why they would gravitate towards a female voice.
I never even thought about that. Hmm.
Yeah. Well, I mean, but I mean, this is all speculation because I don't know that I've really engaged other than with you in a discussion about that. But like, it's just my conjecture based on like the way straight guys act about anything that has to do with the male, whatever, comforting them. They get either really jokey about it, like humorous, like, oh, gay jokes, whatever, or they get real defensive. So that's my
Hmm.
take. But I can see that being, I could see that being somehow like some sort of there to be truth in that.
Yeah. I
I mean, what do you think?
Well, some of the men here are saying that they are straight and they watch whatever. But one Rugetta says it does seem to be more females that he watches. Um, Let me go back. I got to go back into some of these comments. Reese, I did take a bite of that pasta. I hope you saw it. Isaac F says, it's a straight meal. It doesn't matter to me as long as it's relaxing. Okay.
I think that's great. I
I
think,
do too.
because some guys, I think they just don't buy into all that crap and they're just like, well, whatever. It doesn't say anything about my sexuality. So,
Or if the guy, I think you know what it is, if the guy is gay
yeah.
and they're whispering, if the content creator is gay and they're whispering, that
Mhm.
might be something. If they,
Yeah.
yeah, that might be a little like, Donovan Thomas, what's going on? I thought you had left this earth. How are you doing? It is a long time no see. It's glad to see you here. Um, David agrees. Same thing. Ada, please be careful, girl, because it is something wicked. I intentionally did not order DoorDash this weekend because I didn't want to put nobody through it, you know. But I appreciate that she's out there still doing it. Emmanuel, what's going on? Thank you, sir. Let's
Ah,
move on.
my girl
Who? Oh,
Lisa.
you know Emanuele?
No, Lisa. I'm sorry. No, I don't, Emmanuel.
Oh,
Hi, man.
Lisa ASMR is up in here. Hey, Lisa. Emanuele, it doesn't mean you're not important.
But I'm sorry. Please stay on
I
that.
didn't see Lisa come up. She saw her come up before I did.
Right.
David says, I generally don't watch, I just listen for sleep. You know who I've been watching lately? Or listening to lately. I've gone back to I was watching or listening to Angela Bright for a while, although I'm not subscribed to her channel. But now I'm back to rediscovering Juicy Tingles because she hasn't done a video in a while.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I love from her videos? The damn makeup collection.
Oh,
Oh,
really?
there is something. She doesn't even whisper. She's talking, and the sounds, her rummaging like through the makeup and the nail polish and the lip glosses and the DIY like creations she set up. I love those sounds, and they've been putting me right to sleep. That's the craziest thing.
That's crazy. But it isn't that I feel like that's a lot of times the case for many people is those white noise, random sounds are the most soothing. I don't know, like ruffling papers, moving things around. Um,
Ruffling papers, yep.
mhm.
And then that oh my god, just the sound of things in a container and she could do that for like a whole hour and I would be straight. I'd be okay.
Mm-hmm.
But
Mm.
I will never move on. Oh, earbuds. Yes, we love earbuds in SMR.
I have to say yes, eargasmer,
Eargasm.
are now earbuds. She was also one that I watched a lot. Oh, and you remember what was her name? She was like this tiny little Asian girl. She was a twin, and she used to eat a bunch of cake, like huge things of cake. Um, I
Not
can't remember.
hungry cakes.
No, not Hungry Cakes. It was this other. I want to say she was maybe. I want to say she was Korean, and she was a twin, and she would eat a bunch of noodles and like Korean dishes, like
Somebody I think put it in there.
Panda. Yes, Panda ASMR. Loved her channel. She was Peachy Panda. Thank you. Eat with red. Yes. Eat with Peachy Panda. She used to eat
Mm.
like taro cake that was as like twice the size of her head. It was crazy and just so relaxing. Yep.
She's not. It's not the first time I've heard her name mentioned, but I've never seen any of the videos. Um,
She she pretty much stopped after her and her sister went to college, I think. But
oh,
I miss those videos. Yep.
wow. I wonder if they're still up. Maybe I can try to find them and
I
give a
don't
look.
know. Let me know if they are.
Okay, I'm gonna move on.
Hmm.
Oh, I don't have that many because we kind of covered some of these. Okay,
Mm.
so
Uh,
now
Yes, Forever Eating as well, and she's back. Actually, she's doing videos again.
Oh, I don't even know who that is, but I mean that's great that she's back.
Yeah,
I've never even heard of her. I'm
huge.
so like I, I'm sorry. I feel like I very selective or just careful about, not everybody has, I don't gravitate, like I stick to a certain group because I know what they can provide for me.
Right.
Um,
I hear you. I mean, we all like what we like.
but there's always room to find other people. Do you ever feel like you have gotten too comfortable in front of the camera and maybe told too much of your business? Now, let me tell you why I'm asking that. And it's really not just, it's not you. I remember you asked me recently where I worked,
Yeah.
and I told you, you knew how I felt about it, but you
Mhm.
just thought it was cool to ask her. And I totally am okay with you asking that, but you see how guarded I still am about it.
Uh-huh.
Um, I've had situations where certain longtime subscribers, and between regular videos and lives, I have discovered through conversations and texts with other subscribers and moderators that I've told stuff that I didn't think I revealed. And I'm like, oh, did I say that? I probably should have kept that one in. But I feel like I've gotten to a place where it gets comfortable. You've been doing it for so long. And I
Okay.
have to remember that, like, where the workplace is concerned, or where my, sexuality or sex life is concerned, I should probably speak in generalities and not really go there with too much graphic detail. But you get comfortable. It's the way I would talk with my buddies. So I feel like that's what I'm doing here. But I think I have to curtail that. Have you ever felt like you got too comfortable?
Um, I actually, I think I actually talked about this in a previous video. I actually feel a little bit too paranoid sometimes on YouTube when it comes to others. I really have to,
Hmm.
like, for you. I've been watching you for years, and I feel like we've commented back and forth for years to the point where, like, I would call you an online friend, right? Like, we've never met,
Hmm.
but I feel like,
Same.
on some level, I've heard enough of your stories. I've gathered enough of your personality. And, like, in some shape or form, I feel like I understand kind of in a sense, like, your values and whatnot. So I would feel comfortable with you. There's a couple
Mhm.
other people that I feel the same way as well. But for the most part, that's why I don't like telling people where I work. I won't even wear or I have coffee mugs and shirts with where I work. I won't have any of those on my videos. I won't put anything where it shows where I used to go to high school. I don't have a Facebook connected. I have a specifically YouTube or ASMR specific Instagram account. Um, and I have a specific YouTube email address if anybody asks about it.
Mhm.
Um, and I will only say, like, where I generally live, but I won't
Yeah.
say, like, exactly. So I actually think that I might be a little bit more, like, paranoid about that stuff because there were a couple people who have actually had things where, even though they weren't big channels, people found them and got weird. And I'm just like, I have a family. I have a
Yeah.
whole baby. I do not need people being weird
See,
around my.
I'll beat a bitch ass. I'm sorry if they get like really out of pocket and weird. That we're not doing that. We're not doing that. But you know what? So let me see. Hold on. T Love says I definitely agree. Choose. I love your conversation and videos. Thank you. Share a similar sense of humor. You know who's missing? Rocky Boom. Well, okay. That's Suave Boom. Um, when Ignited, I want to go back to Ignited. So when he would have videos when he was working at the post office,
Mhm.
and wearing his uniform. That freaked me out. I was just like, that would give me the ing dings. Like, really? You let people know what you do?
I was like, you're so brave. Because, yeah, I can't. I just feel so, just because, you know what? People, you don't know where people are at in their mental, like, cognizant brains. And some
Mhm.
people think things are okay that are just like not okay. And I just like, I'm not here. I'm not gonna try to police that. I just need to not say it because I'm really not ready to like have that be in my life.
Yeah.
So yeah, I
And
get a little,
especially you, if you're someone with a kid and a whole family,
yeah.
oh, you really got to be careful because it's like
Mhm.
I want connection. Um, and anybody that comes to my channel and I see them a lot and they enjoy the content and they're commenting and regularly and everything, I want to keep those people, but I am a very sort of arm's length person. And not that I got a whole bunch of stuff in my life that you can't have access to or nothing like that. I have no tolerance for. And I like writing about obsessive people doing really crazy shit. That's one thing, but I don't want to go through it myself.
No, I am not. I'm not here for that. Quiet ASMR goes, I think they said, feel you choose, period. Who wants these hands?
Well, see,
Let me just put out there, I am 4'10". So even if somebody wanted my hands, I don't know how much poundage.
What's up, LP? I see you. That's okay. Oh, Shanita is what they call me too. Oh, is that right?
I don't know what that means, but it sounds positive, so I'm here for it.
Okay. Um, okay. So we talk about that. This is a very one-off question. Have you ever, before you were married, when you were dating people, had you ever made the first move on a guy? Or are
Um,
you one of those women that's like, that's guy territory?
like physically or just like letting them know that I'm
Call
interested.
them first,
Okay.
call them first, or
So I actually didn't date much. I was always somebody who like my first couple boyfriends were friends first, and then we just like kind of gradually got into dating. The reason why I didn't date is because I don't mess with those games. It messes with my head, and I'm just like, wait, what do you mean I have to wait for them to call me? Like, why isn't it always nice to hear that somebody's thinking about you? And so, like, what do you mean that seems needy or whatever? I don't know. People get weird with like the rules of engagement, and it's just like, that's stupid to me. Like if we have fun together, if we click, if I can't talk to you, I just won't talk to you. So I was just like, that's dumb. So like if I'm gonna call somebody, I'll call them and be like, hey, what are you doing, blah blah blah, I was thinking of doing this, do you want to come with me? I don't know.
yeah,
I'm not good at game playing.
you're not what?
I'm not good at that game playing. I'm not tactful
Yeah,
enough.
I, uh, I am. I shouldn't even say that I'm in a situation, but I'm going through. I'm trying to figure something out. I actually have something I would like to share, but I can't share it here and now.
Mhm.
Um, I'm not trying to cheat you or anybody in the stream.
I'm
It's
giving you
just
that
that
look, though. Like, tell me more to what's going
I
on.
know I can tell you're giving me that look, but no, I would maybe I will message you um if not tonight, maybe a later time about it, just to get your take on something. And I don't want to say anything because um, I let the person know that I have a channel and I work with them.
Yep.
So I don't want to take the risk that they are watching, that they might be watching, and I talk about this.
can I give you my like opinion on what that is like about that whole like rules of dating thing? Like if I
Oh
were to,
yeah,
so
yeah,
I feel like if you go into dating in a relationship with the idea that someone is supposed to do this, like create that expectation, then you're already setting yourself up in general for disappointment and like resentment. Like, well, why didn't they call me? And just like, so I just feel like I feel like there's a difference when you approach dating, when it like a difference between game playing and just like feeling it out and having boundaries and just trying to get to know the person. Like I feel like when you're game playing, you're not really there to be serious. Like you're not there to have a
yeah,
relationship. You're not there
yeah.
because you
You're
have that
you're
person.
there. You're there to basically mind fuck. You're there to play mind games with people.
And then maybe actually fuck, like, right, like every now and then, depending on when the time permits, right? And so I feel like if you're already saying, I this is what I need to have happen in order for me to go on a next date or whatnot, I feel like you're already putting limitations on what a relationship looks like. And
Hmm.
so the difference I see, however, is a boundaries thing. Like, for example, there's a difference between saying, well, I'm not going to call that person because they need to call me first, right? You could say, like, well, I've texted them or, called them once and open up the availability of them reaching out to me. And hopefully they will. And if they don't, reach out one more time. And if they don't, that's a message all in and of itself. And then at that point it's to me it's really like feeling out somebody's personality and how they respond to like a respectful just message and saying, hey, what's up? Because I think it's telling of somebody's communication ability, and which I think is a fundamental part of a relationship.
You know, without, I'm going to try to be really careful and
Sure.
not go into specifics, but I feel like I have made a mistake in doing something without getting what might be some crucial information first. Um, I just want to say that, like when I have found for myself as a gay man, when you're gay, it's really hard because there are some straight dudes that are just very friendly. They're very, easygoing. And if you have something even remotely kind of in common with them, it can make you think there's a possibility. And if they're good looking on top of it, this is kind of what has happened to me. Um, so I'm regretting a couple of, well, one thing in particular. Just giving the person, exchanging numbers with the person. I'm feeling like I'm regretting doing that, but I could because I don't know if
Yeah.
they're gay or straight. And the fact too that they're younger than me. They're like way younger than me. Not like no teen or no shit like that. But we're not rolling like that. But they're
Right.
younger than me, and I am trying to be open enough not to be that 50-year-old person that's like, oh, I don't want to have nothing to do with anybody in their 20s and blah 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 blah. I'm trying to keep bring more friendships in because my squad, my good longtime friends, we're kind of spread out a little bit now, and I do feel the need to incorporate some new friends, in my life here in Chicago. It is sometimes it can be hard to do, but I'll tell you more details
Yeah.
later.
Let's talk off this.
Um,
But let me just speak on one thing. It's hard to find new friends as an adult. I honestly feel that. I feel like it's hard to find new, like really good relationships with adults because either A, they have their own friend circle that they just don't have room for another one.
mhm.
Or B, it just for me a really great friendship, at least a lot of my good ones, are there because we developed like I don't know, just things over time. And we had like these quirks and like inside jokes and all this other stuff where it's just like easy. And it's
Yeah,
hard from that to having to like figure someone out because, especially this past year, if anything has shown me, you know, anything about people, you just never know what somebody is thinking or believing in or whatever until they tell you, like until they show you. So I don't know. It's just it's hard to make
Or
friends.
don't. Or don't. And that's where okay, so I'm the kind of person where I need to see that you're interested. Not dick pics, not body pics.
Right.
I need to know, I need you to ask me a fucking question about something you
Fucking.
want to know about me. That is
Mm,
how I operate. If I feel like you don't do that, that lets me know that you're not really genuinely trying to get to know me. And whatever it is you think I might be able to provide for you in knowing me, is probably not going to happen.
yeah, I'm
You
with
know,
that. I've always been like my eyes are up here type of a thing. Like I don't need your little, you know.
your ass can be down here, but just tell me, let me know. Because I'm down for that too. Listen, let me tell you something. You've been listening to me a long time, and I didn't mean to cut you off, Mrs. Chinita, but this is how I roll.
That's okay.
This is how I roll. Sometimes, it's no different. People, I remember telling a story, a few stories about like meeting guys kind of on the street, you know, and we messed around and did something. We found some place to kind of hang out and do something, whether it was at my house, at their house, on the stairwell of a job they worked at, because that happened too. Look who's in the chat. Look.
Oh, look it. It's Birdo. Look it. Hey.
I used to. I'm gonna finish up. What's up, Boom? We've been talking about you and your wife earlier in the video, but look, I used to really quick since he's here. In the early days when I was like, when I had kind of gotten comfortable and he got comfortable with seeing me in the comments, I used to play like he wanted me. I totally used to do that. And then when I found out again about Mrs. Chinita, with Dolce Foodie, I kind of laid back, or I backed away from that one because I was like, okay, I know we joking, I know I'm joking, it's all good, but I'm not sure how Dolce will feel about it. So let me back up from that. But look at this fool. He gonna say I do want you.
Say you want your ass.
To make me dinner. What's up, Boom? Green 22. Hey, I sent him a message on Insta to join up. Oh, did Green do this? Did you do this? Or no? Don't be lying, Green. Did he do this, Suave Boom? I don't even know who this person is.
I don't know. Green 262254.
I don't know who they are either, but did he do it, Boom? Because if you lying, Green, you finna get out of here.
Where?
But it would be nice if you did. But anyway, yeah, I don't mind. I don't care because it's just the same thing to me as being in the club. You
Mm-hmm.
single out here, you meet somebody in the club. How many people are gonna lie and say they ain't never took somebody home that they didn't know?
Like, and that's here's the thing. But even there, the communication's there. It's like you already know what you want. They know what you want. That meets and that makes sense. And so, yeah, boom, done, whatever. I don't
Yeah.
like. You can still have open communication even when you just hook up with somebody. But it's more like when you engage in just talking and you really actually want something. That's
Right.
when there needs to be more. There,
I'm
yeah.
like, he gonna say, that's right, Boom. Hoes do be hoeing. And the thing is this, look, tell me what you want. Because
Just
I'm at a point in my life where I can look at a person and tell you exactly what I would like to have. With the guy that I want to talk to you about on another stage,
mm-hmm.
we had conversations, and there were a couple of things in the conversation that I was like, this might be somebody worth getting to know. Let's see if he wouldn't mind exchanging numbers. Now, yeah, he was cute. but I still don't know that other part. I need to know that. I need to just fucking ask him and
Mhm.
get it out of my system. Boom. Don't be
You
playing games. Boom.
you do not play games. You are married. You are like as married as they come. Don't
Would
even
not.
cry.
In fact, where is Abby right now? Where is she at?
Oh no, Dolce, get your man.
Please, because he out here wilding out. Talking about I play games.
Abby, come through. Your man is acting a fool.
That is so funny. I did not think I would bring him up, that he would appear here because they've been really busy. How are
Yeah,
things? I've seen your y'all new place or the bed you trying to get.
Abby's here.
Did you know? What? Oh, dang. I wish I could help y'all with the bed thing.
Right.
That bed looked nice too, but it looked kind of low. Did you see the bed that they want to get?
No, I didn't.
They- He posted a picture of it on Instagram,
Mm.
and it's like I don't know the headboard. I don't know what the headboard. It looks nice, but it looked low.
They said they already bought it.
Oh, you bought the bed.
Yeah, but we need
Well,
the
when you posted the picture, you were waiting for people to give you ideas
Okay,
of where to get it.
we need to listen to the wife because Birdos done getting it messed up. They got the mattress, not the bed.
I'm seeing it now. Boom, go on somewhere and just leave Dolce
Let's
Foodie
go
in the
for
chat, please. It's good. You know what? That's it. It's 6:07. We're not ending on this note. Thank you so.
Yes, listen to Evie. Birdo is on something tonight.
You know what though? Boom. I ain't gonna lie. It do look good for handcuffs. I'm just saying. You are right on that. I have to. I saw it. If you seen the Mrs. Chinita, you would say the same thing.
I haven't seen it. Uh, it's good.
Oh
I'll
my
have
god.
handcuffs are for him. Oh, oh,
Oh.
things.
Okay. Now we talking. Mrs. Chinita, do you have any questions for them regarding that? Because I sure do.
I think this is for a different channel.
Okay, Mrs. Chinita, would you reveal this? Could you ever use handcuffs?
I mean, let's just say this. When you decide to get married to somebody, a lifetime is a long time. So, maybe not now, but things get traditional. So sometimes you gotta throw some things in the mix.
This is what I wanted. Anyone still in the chat right now? This is what I wanted. I
Mm,
did not. Boom and Dolce being in here is an added plus, and not discrediting anybody else here, but I really did not think they would show up because they've been hella busy. But yeah, this is the shit I want. See how open she is. She ain't telling everything, but she letting you know
yeah.
marriage is a long time. It's a commitment, and you might just have to, rely on something.
Sometimes you just gotta like do things, right? Just spice it up a little bit. Never say never. Being married's a long time.
I'm gonna tell you this, Mrs. Chinita. I'm gonna never say never because my people been handcuffed for way too long. Okay, so
Okay.
no, that shit ain't happened to me. And if I get with a white dude, yo,
Oh,
it sure
no.
ain't going on like that.
That's you
We've
know
been
what though?
we've been we've been chained up and we've been handcuffed for too long. Fuck that bullshit. You try to handcuff me, you gonna get knocked the fuck out.
Listen, that's a
Mm.
thing. Like how some people have their own like little kinky whatever. And
Yeah, I got that too.
there's all sorts of subjects or like whatever roles you can play. One role I would never play ever, maybe this is TMI, is there's like that whole thing about Asian fetishes and like anime shit and like dressing up. It's always freaked me out because I remember when I went out to bars when I was I had just turned like 21, or no, excuse me, when I turned when I was like 25 or whatever, and I look young. I remember being approached and being like hit on, and then they'd be like, "How old are you?" And I'd be like, "I'm 25," and then be like, "Oh," and like turn around, like I was too old. It's weird. There, it's out there. It's weird. So that's one thing I would never do because it's just creepy to me. It's just I would never do that role. Mm-mm.
Yeah, I have to agree with you on that one. I mean, there are some things that I'm not that I'm pretty vanilla, but there's one thing that I'm kind of into, and I know one person who was in this chat. I don't know if they are still in it. They know what it is that I'm into, but I'm leaving it at that. Otherwise, when it comes to what we were talking about earlier, what did Dolce Foodie say? Speaking of being married,
Oh, they're saying stuff.
there are some true levels to intimacy. Am I right or am I right? And not sexy levels. Missionary, oh, that's kind of boring.
It depends,
Missionary is kind of boring.
but it depends. In Okay, maybe that's for a different conversation. But there's a time and place for every position. Can I say that?
I'm not. You just did. It's too late now. You know what? I'm gonna tell you though, because I talked about this too. Shut up, LL. Right now, because he's the one I'm talking about. He know what it is that I'm into. But
Mm.
we
Oh
get
my.
a too old being 25. That's weird. She's on top of me, doing me missionary. Swami Boom is a. Oh
You.
Lord, I knew you was a freak. I knew you was a freak.
Mm-mm.
Oh, I know. I bet y'all wild as hell. But look,
That's
what
true.
was I getting ready to say?
Like someone telling me that I was too old at 25, I knew what they meant. They were looking for somebody young, like young.
Hmm,
Weird. It's so
that.
weird.
Oh, yeah.
Mm.
That's almost. Ugh. It's like, okay, so how young do they have to actually really be? Would you
Right?
have settled if they told you that they were 21, or were you looking for somebody that was like 16?
I don't
You
know, but
know,
it's way too often where it just freaks me out. And so it's just never like, if anything were to turn me off, that would be one.
I'm sorry. Dave, listen, read David Henning's comment.
I give my wife the best 30 seconds.
Oh my God. Oh,
She's a
that's
lucky,
too funny.
she's a lucky woman.
Look, if that's what it takes, David, and if she obviously expects that from you. So, it's all right. It's okay. I'm telling you
Like,
though, with this
oh God,
pandemic,
it's like, baby, there's a commercial. Commercial break.
but I've done, we've like, okay, guys that I have, called
Yeah.
myself maybe dating or like just hooking up with them, going by their house. Those commercial breaks are the best because you just get whatever you can get in within that 15 or however many minutes it takes. Yes.
Yeah. No, I hear you.
Oh, this is taking a turn. This I didn't think it was gonna take. I hope they won't delete my video. But
Oh, I'm sorry. Please don't demonetize this. Been married
I
29 years.
really
If I
care at
love
this
her,
point.
she think I'm cheating.
Wait a minute, because I'm not seeing. Oh wait, hold it, Dave. What did he say? Been married 29 years. If I go longer, she would think.
But hey, that's the thing though. It's like, wait, that's a new move. Where'd you learn that? Where'd that come from?
I think I think somebody told me they were shocked that I didn't own a toy,
Yep.
and I was just like, yeah, I just never really saw a need to have one. I guess. Well, This pandemic has messed all that up because in the past year, I took my stimulus money and got me a toy. Now, see, that's an example. I probably mentioned it before, but that's an example of feeling too comfortable because the
Yeah,
conversation is really good now, and you
yeah.
just telling it all. I
You know
only
what?
used it twice.
Let me match you. I've
Oh,
had I people have said the same thing because I don't have a toy, and it's like because women, like a lot of women say women should have a toy, or a lot of people say women should have a toy, and I just have never. I don't know. I just haven't. But I suppose in a pandemic, it'd be different. Maybe
listen,
it'd be different. Maybe.
even even with the one I got, don't get the one I got. Well, you couldn't do the one I got, but
Isn't it kind of? Isn't it kind of ironic? It's a stimulus check, and you got yourself. You think that's what they meant when they gave it out?
awesome. That's good. I even said the word and didn't even put it together. You good. That
Uh,
burger did you something right. That Mr. Beast burger did you good.
Listen, I was reading a comment by T Love and it hit me. She goes, "Choose not with
You
the stimulus."
you know what? Yeah, T love is something else. Yeah, but I've only used it twice. Nothing's better than my mind.
Berto said, "Show the toy." Oh my god!
You just don't want me to get any type of little coins from this video. There's no way I'm showing that toy.
Don't show the toy. Get your
No.
coins. Get your
It's
coins.
it's I don't know what I thought it was gonna provide, but it's not better than my mind. I only used it twice. It was what was it, $80 purchase.
$80? Can you take it back? I suppose they don't do.
Shit, no, it's you know what though? I have the box. I still have the box. If I thought that if this was another setup, I didn't have a channel and we were all just like friends, kind of, chatting, no monetization, I would show the toy. But yeah.
That's why you need an OnlyFans.
Oh, you know what? One time, Boom said he said I should have an OnlyFans, and he was like, oh, "I would totally watch that." I'm like, I remember him saying that. Oh my goodness, this girl Leah, this is taking a turn I didn't think it was gonna take.
Oh,
This is
I
hella
know.
fun. But look, do you have to go because it's 6:18?
Yeah, I kind of do. It's just hard because this is so fun.
I know I don't want to end it either, but I want to be respectful of your time and just
Yeah.
thank you.
Yeah,
Oh my
thank
God, thank you. This was so awesome. This is what I needed. This is what I want.
you. Yay. This was so much fun. When you told me that you were doing it, I was like, "Oh, I should reach out and like say that I want to be on it." And then you messaged me and I was like, "Hell yeah, I'll do this."
Oh,
Um,
there's a few people that are like right there in the mind that I would like to do. It's just some of them I don't know. I feel like they won't do it. They won't want
mm,
to do it because they don't. I don't think I know. I don't really know them that well, but I also don't think they know me that well. Like they
sure.
probably do, but not enough to want to do it. But I'm gonna ask anyway.
Yeah, do it. See, you never know. You might be surprised.
Yeah, like Red, we gonna get you in here, Red. Boom, well, I already talked to you guys, so you all, whenever y'all, get settled and get it together, we definitely got to do it. Cause oh my God, can you imagine Berto up in this?
I don't
Well, it's
know.
gonna be, it's gonna be him and Evie. They're gonna both be in it. But can you
Well,
imagine?
well, we did a Zoom, and honestly, I mean, he already they have a presence anyway. He has like that experience being a DJ and whatever. But it'll definitely be interesting. I'll say that it'll be interesting.
I don't know though, Leah, because I kind of like them in the chat.
Yeah, right. They do a lot. I like
They
that.
were good in the chat too.
Yeah. Or
Okay,
what if you did like one of each? Like have one on and the others in the chat.
I can invite. I could invite them both. It could be
That
3 people.
oh, here you go. I'll be in the chat. I'll just
Please do. Please do.
I'll be in the
Because
chat.
when I thought about connecting with you, texting you to do this, I already knew. It's like my dream came true. I already knew because we have chatted before. I already knew she is gonna. I ain't got shit to worry about. She got it,
Yeah.
and
Aw,
you proved me right. I'll just you are my friend. You are my friend.
thank you, friend. Thanks, friend.
I want to choose to myself. Let's get out of here.
We gotta go. And on that note, on that note.
I hate to leave you all 19 people, but I thank y'all for coming and joining another show
Thank
with Mrs. Chinita. If you guys are not, I can't imagine y'all not subscribed to her. Please visit Girlfriend's channel, okay? Give her, show us some love, and we'll see y'all next time. Well, I will.
right.
She got a video that she uploaded too. I saw it is very good, so watch it, you guys. All right, Regetta, LL Cool see you guys. Well, I hate to leave. I really
I
hate
know.
to leave.
It's so, but we ended on a good
Ooh,
note. That's always a good thing.
kiss baby Josie for me,
I will.
please. I wish she could have made an appearance. Where is she?
I know. So I'm actually I usually do homework on Sundays and I was like, "Oh, that's a perfect opportunity." So she's at my in-laws with my
Oh,
husband
okay. Okay. Got it.
cuz
All
we
right,
wanted
Mr.
to have this conversation. She would have been all up in here. Like she would have been just like everywhere.
Okay. And she didn't need to hear all the stuff that Suave Boom was talking about, okay?
You don't hear that.
All right. I'll see you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Have a good night.
You too. Bye
Bye,
everybody.
bye you guys.